welcome to Abhigyan Academy. So let us discuss an important topic, that is your Mauryan art in today's class. See, Mauryan art and architecture, if we talk about, then it becomes a very important part in your art and culture, that is ancient parts art and culture. Okay, because when it comes to the Mauryan rulers, especially during the time of Ashoka, they have contributed a lot in the ancient part in the art and architecture. Okay, and whatever the art and architecture will be, the ruler, if the ruler is following a popular religion, then that art and architecture will also be associated with that religion. Okay? Like if we see the art and architecture during the time of Mauryan, then this will be associated to Buddhism, because the Mauryans patronized Buddhism, especially during the time of Ashoka. Okay, so if the ruler is following a particular religion, propagating a religion, patronizing a religion, then the art and architecture will also be associated with that religion. Okay, now if we see about this Mauryan art and architecture, what we will study in this topic about the pillars. Okay, the construction of the pillars, especially during the time of Ashoka. Okay, very important. Then stupa architecture, this is architecture of a stupa. Okay, stupa architecture actually started in India, where the relics of the dead ones were stored, okay, or preserved, where the relics of the dead ones were placed. So this stupa architecture became popular in Buddhism, where the relics of Buddha were actually placed, and over that relics there will be a stupa built. Okay, this is an architecture of a stupa. Okay, and our popular stupa in India is the Sachi Stupa. Sachi Stupa is a very big one, which was actually constructed during the Mauryan period. Then we will see the cave architecture. Okay, in the caves there will be the architectures associated mostly with the religion of Buddhism. Then we will find some stone sculpture and also terracotta architecture. Okay, now if we see the Mauryan art, okay, so we can divide the Mauryan art into two parts. One will be the court art, one will be the popular art. Okay, so what is the difference between the court art and the popular art? It is that the court art will be patronized by the kingdom, okay, by the rulers, okay, by the empire. It means this will be initiated or funded by the rulers, okay, by the kings. So this is called as court art. It means this will be funded or this will be commissioned under the rulers, the kings. Like Chandragupta Maurya, we have Ashoka. During their time period, there will be popular art and architecture development. Then that focus will be on the political and religious propaganda. Whatever they will construct, it will be to give a message to the subjects. Okay, for example, the Ashokan pillars. Okay, the pillars that were constructed during the time of Ashoka, there were inscriptions engraved on that pillars, and that inscriptions were about the message that Ashoka wanted to give to his subjects. Okay, means to his people. Subjects means the people of the king. So this will be associated with their political and religious propaganda. And in those pillars, those inscriptions that Ashoka have engraved, these inscriptions will be mostly associated with Buddhism. As I said that whatever religion the ruler will follow, that religion will be based on, and based on that religion, the architectures will be developed. Examples like palaces where the court palaces, okay, the pillars like this is the Ashokan pillar, that it is our national what? This is also our national capital. Even Government of India have adopted this design in our national capital. Then we have stupa architecture. I have already said the stupa will be like this. Okay, so there will be the relics of the Buddha. Over there will be a mound-like structure that will be built. And these are the gateways. Okay, these are the gateways. Two vertical, three horizontal lines. These are called as toranas. Okay, these are called as toranas. This toranas will be four on each side of the stupa. And this is the path. Okay, ambulatory path. Okay. So now if we see, another division is your popular arts. Now this popular art will be the initiative of the people, the individual people, without the sponsorship of the rulers. This will be created by the local artisans without the royal patronage. Here we can give examples like caves. The caves will be built by the individual rulers also. The pottery, the Mauryan art have witnessed the development of this northern black polished ware. This is a type of northern black polish ware. This will be black in color, okay, because the name suggests northern black polish ware. The color will be black obviously, and polish. It will be highly polished pottery during the time of Mauryas, okay. Apart from these sculptures, you'll find some sculptures like this, huge size sculptures, okay, and these sculptures were called as yakshas and yakshinis, okay. This type of life-size structures you will find during the Mauryan period. So there will be a material shift during the time of this Mauryas, where the transition of material will be there. Earlier there was a use of wood in the architecture mostly. Now there will be stone. So stone will be basically used in the architecture to make it more durable, okay, to make it more durable. Then we have the palace of Chandragupta Maurya at Patna. It was made up of wood, okay. We have some wooden architecture also during this time, that is the Mauryan palace, okay, built in Patna, but due to wood, okay. Wood is what? Wood is a perishable material. That is why we do not find much evidence with this Kumrahar palace. But in the written records, we have read about this pillar. It was a palace. It was a grand palace. Okay, we found in the written records, but not a specific or large kind of evidence we did not find, because it was made up of wood. Okay, and wood is a perishable material. See, this is Megasthenes. Megasthenes have mentioned in his record, okay, in his record was known as, or his account was known as Indica. So there he have mentioned that there was a palace built during the time of Chandragupta Maurya in Patna, this Kumrahar palace. This was a grand palace, but since it was made up of wood, it was a perishable material, so we do not find much evidence of this. Now comes your Ashokan pillar. During the time of Ashoka, there was this pillar construction, very very popular, and this pillar is actually very important. This pillar is the capital pillar that is located in your Sarnath. Okay, Sarnath pillar is very popular. See, there are the crowning animals. Okay, these are the crowning animals. These are four lions are there. Okay, in this side also there was one lion. This is the abacus where we have this spokes. Okay, it is our national capital also. This is the abacus. You will find animals here, and this is the spoke. We see this spoke in our national flag also. Very few spokes. And this is the inverted lotus, okay, or inverted bell shaped capital. This is called as capital. This part is called as abacus. This is the animal motive, means the crowning animal, and this is the shaft, okay. This is the base shaft. This will be monolithic, means it was made up of a single piece of stone, okay. It was made up of a single piece of stone. So I said that our lion capital, this is based on this capital, this pillar of Sarnath. Okay, it is adopted now as our capital on 26 January 1950. This is based on this Ashokan pillar. Okay, now if we see, these pillars were used by Ashoka to popularize his Buddhism, to popularize his Dhamma policy. Okay, this Dhamma policy is associated with Buddhism to propagate his message to the subjects. This Ashoka engrave inscriptions on these pillars. Okay, that is why these pillars are very very important. Now, if we see Mauryan stupas, as I said that the relics of the Buddha will be stored here. Above them, there will be a mound-like structure that will be constructed. This mound-like structure is called as anda. Okay, this rectangular shape, this one is called as harmika. These are the chhatra. Okay, chhatra means what? Umbrella. Okay, this is the chhatra or umbrella. Here you will find a kalash. Okay, kalash. To store water, we use kalash na. So there will be one kalash above that. This gates will be on the four sides. See, this is this one on back side also you will find one. 2 vertical, 3 horizontal lines, and here there are some designs. These gateways have their own designs. Then you can see this is called as Torana, this is Anda, okay. Then this is the circumambulatory path. Circumambulatory path. These are the circumambulatory path through which the worshippers used to move there, okay. So this is a popular construction of stupas during the time of Ashoka. So Ashoka have built many stupas, pillars, you can see during the time of Maurya, especially in Ashoka. The oldest stupa, if you see, then it is in Piprava. It is in UP. Okay, the UP stupa, that is Piprava, is the oldest one. Now you will see rock cut cave architecture. The rocks will be like this. This will be cut into this shapes. This architecture will be developed in the rocks only. You will find during the Mauryan period the two most popular cave architecture, that is Barabar and Nagarjuni caves. Okay, Barabar and Nagarjuni caves were actually, this were rock cut caves, and this were actually made for the Buddhist monks. Okay, Buddhist monks, they were actually allowed to take rest in these caves, and this were actually built by the grandson of Ashoka, that was Dasarath. Okay, Dasarath have built these caves for the Buddhist monks. So these are the first rock cut caves in India. Barabar and Nagarjuni both are located in Bihar. Okay, this Barabar and Nagarjuni both are located in Bihar, constructed by the grandson of Ashoka, that is Dasarath. Okay, so now if we see that this sorry, not only Buddhists, they are also dedicated to Ajivika set. Apart from Buddhists, these caves were also dedicated to the Ajivika set. Ajivika is also a sect, but unlike Buddhism or Jainism, their thought process was different. Their philosophy was different. Okay, they were not same like Jainism and Buddhism, because these people, they believed on faith. Okay, they believed on faith. Whatever whatever is happening in your life, everything is because of your own faith. So this is why their ideologies were different. Okay, apart from this, you will find some other caves like Loma Rishi cave, okay, famous for semicircular chaitya. This will be semicircular like this. Okay, half part it will be like this. Sudama cave, dedicated by Ashoka, okay, during this time only. Then sculptures may, if I talk about the sculptures or the popular art that I was talking about, this you can say the northern black polished ware. Okay, highly polished, and this will be black in color. Then this is a sculpture of Yakshini. Okay, life size Yakshini. Okay, this is like this Yakshinis, they were actually worshipped because of the fertility, because of prosperity also. These Yakshinis were worshipped by the people. Okay, this is your northern black polish ware. Then if you talk about terracotta, then there will be a number of toys and small figurines, and that was popular among the common people. Okay, the popular Yakshini, if you see, then it is in the Didarganj Yakshini. Now, okay, Patna, Bihar, this Didarganj Yakshini is found. Okay. Now, if we talk about the chronology, then there are some popular rulers among the Mauryan rulers. Chandragupta Maurya, who founded the kingdom or empire. After then, Ashoka was a popular one, during which time there was a peak of this empire. Ashoka changed its policy in 261 BC when Kalinga war was held, and after 185 BC, the Mauryan empire started declining. The last ruler of the Mauryan empire was Brihadratha. Okay, Brihadratha was actually assassinated by this person, Pushyamitra Shunga. After then, in this region only, Shunga dynasty started. Okay, but it was not that much large like the Mauryan rulers. The Mauryan empires, we will discuss in the Mauryan empire. Today, in this class, we are just discussing the Mauryan art and architecture. Okay, so Mauryan art and architecture becomes very important from your exam perspective. You should know about the shift of materials, about the designs, about the new archaeological developments, because Mauryan art and architecture is very rich. So we should know this. Okay. So that's all for today's video. If it is helpful for you, do like and comment, subscribe our channel, do share, and if you have any doubt regarding this topic or regarding regarding your preparation and all, you can just contact us. Thank you very much.